Hey everyone, and welcome back to Koffee with Kirren. I'm thrilled to have you join me for episode 3, where I'm taking a closer look into a crucial topic for anyone thinking about a career in Dubai's dynamic real estate market. Today's topic of discussion is job interviews. Specifically, I'm going to dissect the questions that can make or break your chances of landing that dream role. Dubai's real estate scene is a whirlwind, fast-paced, competitive, and constantly evolving. It's not just about having a polished CV or resume, it's about being armed with the right questions to ask the interviewer. Remember, an interview is a two-way street. They're assessing you, but equally important, you're assessing them. You're choosing the right company just as much as they're choosing you. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's unlock the secrets to successful Dubai real estate interviews. So you're ready to jump into the Dubai real estate jungle. It can feel overwhelming, but thankfully, there are some excellent online resources to help you navigate through. First and foremost, LinkedIn. I cannot overemphasize the importance of LinkedIn for job seekers in Dubai. It's the hub for networking and job hunting. Numerous companies, both local and international, actively recruit talent on LinkedIn. So make sure your profile is professional, up to date, and showcases your skills and experience. A little tip I always use: before applying anywhere, I thoroughly check out the company's LinkedIn page. How many employees do they have? What's the company culture like? Are they active and engaging? It gives you a valuable insight into their size, their activity, and their overall vibe. Beyond LinkedIn, several other job boards cater to the Gulf region, such as bait.com, golftalent.com, Indeed.ae, NorgriGolf.com, Foundit Golf, and even Dubizzle. However, a word of caution: not all job postings are legitimate. Always exercise due diligence. Research the recruitment agency, and more importantly, the company that's actually hiring. You don't want to waste your time on dead-end leads, or worse, scams. When I first relocated to Dubai from the UK, I had a fantastic experience with a recruitment agency called Guy Last. They were incredibly helpful, friendly, and work with many of the major real estate players here. They're definitely worth exploring if you're looking for agency support. Now, here's a pro tip that many overlook: go straight to the source. If you have your eye on specific companies, visit their websites directly. Before any interview, do your homework. Know their history, their specializations, their company culture, and their values. Explore their social media presence. What kind of events do they host? Do they invest in employees' well-being and promote a healthy work-life balance? These are crucial indicators of whether you genuinely enjoy working there. A job search process can be a marathon, not a sprint. Don't get discouraged if you don't find the perfect fit immediately. Keep applying, refine your approach, and crucially, always follow up. Recruiters are often inundated with applications, so you need to make yourself stand out. Highlight your unique skills, your relevant experience, and any languages you speak. Sales experience is always a plus in real estate, but even if you're only just starting out, don't lose heart. I've witnessed individuals with no prior real estate background achieve some remarkable success in Dubai. It's often about the right attitude, the drive to succeed, and the willingness to learn. Now let's talk about evaluating a real estate company in Dubai. One of the most significant factors is their market share and reputation. How well known are they? How respected are they within the industry? This speaks volumes about their position in the market and their overall success. If you're interested in off-plan properties, a stellar reputation is paramount. A company with strong connections to developers will have access to exclusive launches, premium inventory, and the good stuff that other agencies miss out. They can even help you secure those highly sought after units in popular projects. Keep an eye out for industry awards. Developers often recognize their top agency partners at award ceremonies, which significantly boosts the company's reputation. Look for those accolades on the company's website and social media channels. In the secondary market, the already completed properties, a significant market share is a major advantage. Imagine a buyer browsing property portals. If they consistently see listings from the same company, they're likely to perceive that company as large, reputable, and dominant in the market. And when someone is selling their property, who do they want to represent them? The best agency, of course, the one that can secure the best offers and facilitate a quick and smooth sale. Clients, especially international clients, almost always inquire about the agency an agent works for. They'll conduct their research, visiting the company's website, exploring their social media to ensure they're dealing with a legitimate and reputable company. They seek expert advice, reliable guidance, and a brand they can trust. So reputation and market share is absolutely essential considerations. Another insightful question to ask is about the company's future plans. Are they expanding? Are they opening new offices in different areas, emirates, or even countries? Are they actively pursuing exclusive off-plan projects with developers? A company with a clear growth trajectory offers exciting opportunities for you. If you're expanding, you have the potential to grow alongside them, which is fantastic for your career progression. It's not just about taking a job, it's about joining a company that's going places. Training and support. These are absolutely vital, especially if you're new to real estate or new to Dubai. You should definitely inquire about the type of training they provide. A dedicated training team or even just a single trainer is a positive indicator. It demonstrates a commitment to investing in their employee success. A valuable question to ask is, what does a typical KPI, key performance indicator, look like for a new agent? And if I'm not meeting my targets, what kind of support do you offer? Most team managers are responsible for their team's performance and will monitor your progress. However, they are often busy and may not have the capacity for extensive one-on-one coaching. Therefore, having a dedicated trainer or training team is a significant advantage. It provides you with an additional resource for help and guidance beyond your manager. It's like having a backup, which can be very reassuring, particularly when you're starting out. RERA compliance is non-negotiable in Dubai real estate. It's all about ethical practices, and you should definitely ask about the company's approach to it. How do they ensure they're adhering to all the regulations? Obtaining your RERA license isn't just a formality, it's absolutely essential if you want to work ethically and legally as a real estate agent in Dubai. It demonstrates your competence and your commitment to ethical practices. It enhances your credibility significantly. Passing the RERA exam proves you're qualified to assist clients. Now here's the catch. Some companies will cover the costs of obtaining your RERA license and even the training and the exam. Others might not. You might have to cover these expenses yourself. So it's a crucial question to ask during the interview. Will the company cover the costs of my RERA license renewals and the training course? It's a significant cost you need to factor into your decision. Let's delve into the day-to-day aspects of the role. What will you actually be doing on a daily basis? It's important to have a clear understanding of expectations. Generally, the daily tasks of a real estate agent are similar across different companies. However, it's always wise to ask just in case there are any unique or unusual aspects to the specific role. Don't want any surprises later on. Understanding the company's client base is also essential. Are they primarily local, international, or high net worth individuals? This can significantly influence your experience and determine whether the company is a good fit for you. Some companies focus solely on the local market, while others cater exclusively to international clients. Some handle both, but may have separate teams for different segments. And some specialize in high net worth clients, who typically expect agents with extensive experience in closing high value deals. Even smaller companies might be part of a larger group and focus solely on commercial properties. So knowing your target market is crucial for deciding if that's the right environment for you. Leads and marketing support are the lifeblood of any real estate agent, so definitely ask about these during the interview. They can significantly impact your success. In the off-plan sector, companies usually generate the leads and distribute them to their agents. Your role is to convert those leads into closed deals. A vital question to ask is, how many leads will I receive and how frequently? The more leads you have, the more opportunities you have to close deals. For ready properties and leasing, marketing is key. You need to get those listings in front of potential buyers and renters, and that means using property portals, social media, and all that good stuff. The more exposure your listings get, the more offers you receive, and the faster you'll close those deals for your clients. So marketing support is crucial. You should also ask about the company's marketing and lead generation strategies. Experienced agents often have their own strategies, but it's still good to know what the company does. A key question is, how much do you spend on marketing for lead generation? It's pretty simple. The more they spend, the more leads they're likely to generate. And the more leads you get, the more opportunities you have to close deals. But here's the thing, just throwing money at marketing doesn't guarantee results. It also depends on how good the marketing team is. A great team can generate high quality leads even on a smaller budget. So another smart question is, what's your conversion rate like? Like for every 10 leads you generate, how many actually turn into closed deals? That tells you a lot about the quality of the leads, which is just as important as the quantity. You should also ask about the company's unique selling propositions. What makes this company different? Do they have any unique selling propositions like specialized services or exclusive properties? These things can attract top talent, so they're worth asking about. If you've done your research and looked at their website, you probably already have some idea about this, but ask them directly. Do they offer things like short-term rental management? Do they have in-house mortgage advisors or a conveyancing team? Having access to these services is a huge plus for clients. You can offer them a complete end-to-end service so they don't have to go hunting for other professionals. Plus, it makes your life easier. It helps you move deals along faster and keeps things under your control if these services are handled by your colleagues. Of course, you need to talk about the money. Commission structures and earning potential are super important, right? It's how you get paid for all your hard work. Typically, off-plan and leasing deals usually have a 5% commission. For ready properties, it's more like 2%, and that total commission is split between you and the company. Now, the way that split happens is the key question. Some companies have a flat split like 50-50. So 50% of the commission goes to the company and 50% goes to you, no matter what. Another option is a tiered system based on from where the lead came from. Maybe you get 50% for company leads, but then a higher percentage like 60% for leads you bring in yourself. And then there's the slab system, which is kind of like a bonus structure. The more deals you close, the higher your percentage. It's usually based on how much commission you generate each month. So maybe you get 50% if you bring in 120K in commission. Then it bumps up to 55% for 200K and 60% for 300K. Now these numbers are just examples, of course. Every company is different, but the point is you definitely need to ask about the specifics of their commission structure. It's a deal breaker if you don't know how you're going to get paid. Visas are also a huge deal. You absolutely have to ask about this. The UAE is pretty strict about immigration and you can't legally work here without a valid visa. The company acts as your sponsor, meaning they're responsible for applying for the visa on your behalf and making sure it's valid. Working without one is illegal for both you and the employer. The visa process usually involves a medical test and submitting your biometrics. After that, you get your Emirates ID. Now, most companies cover the whole visa process, but some might not. The law says they just have to provide the visa. So some might ask you to pay for the Emirates ID. Definitely ask if all the costs are covered, visa and Emirates ID. But even more important than the cost is when the visa will be processed. How long does it take? What are the conditions? This is critical because your tourist visa, the one you get when you arrive, has an expiration date. You shouldn't be working on a tourist visa. So check how long your visa on arrival is valid for and make absolutely sure your work visa will be processed before your tourist visa runs out. You don't want to get stuck in a tricky situation. Of course, you should ask about benefits and compensation. You want to know what the whole package looks like, right? In Dubai, companies are required to provide health insurance for their employees. So that's usually a standard thing once your visa is sorted. But it's still worth confirming just to be sure. In my experience, there are no other benefits and compensation, as it is a commission-only role. However, many companies offer incentives and prizes for hitting targets and doing high-value deals. Finally, you should ask about your start date. Real estate companies in Dubai are always recruiting. It's a constant thing. There's often high turnover, but on the flip side, companies grow fast too. So give yourself plenty of time to relocate, get settled, and find your feet. When I moved from the UK, I started applying for jobs in July. I took my time, did my research, went on interviews. I finally decided on a company in September and didn't actually start until November. Don't feel pressured to jump into something just because they want you to start right away. You won't miss out on the perfect opportunity. Stick to what feels right for you. It's a big decision, so take your time and choose wisely. So there you have it. The questions that matter in Dubai real estate interviews. These questions aren't just for you to get information. They also show the interviewer that you're engaged, thoughtful, and serious about your career. Don't be afraid to ask them. They're crucial for finding the right fit and setting yourself up for success in this exciting market. I hope this episode has been helpful. If you have any questions or want to share your own interview experiences, please reach out. Thanks for joining me on Coffee with Kirren, and I'll catch you in the next episode.